for YouTube. Can I cut one of your toes off?
Let me have his name and date of
Yeah?
birth. Just
She volunteered.
Is that cool?
Let's just chop it off.
Which toe can I cut off?
Okay, John.
The big one.
I'm
Cool.
sorry.
All
What
right,
was the
let me get everything ready.
Yes.
Paulina,
Edward.
Hey.
get a blade ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
And some paper towels for the blood.
You got it.
Cool. All right, I'll be right.
It's extra bloody.
All right, room one.
For one?
Yeah.
All right, done.
Okay, cool. Oh, and make sure we have an empty garbage can.
Perfect. So it's August
Thanks.
17th.
Hey, Autumn. You ready?
Yes.
Dr. Kravitz only has a couple minutes. You sure you want to do this?
Let's do it.
All right. You got your toes out, nice and prepped.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, thank you so much. I appreciate this. We've had the worst content. It's one fingernail after another, and I really appreciate this, Autumn.
Let's do it.
Thank you. You ready?
Just.
All right, I'm just gonna cut the toe off really quick. It's not gonna hurt that much. You don't need numbing stuff, do you?
No, let's do it. Take it like a champ.
Just subscribe to the channel, please. Guess who this is? It's still me. I just have a mask on. And you probably can't understand what I'm saying. It's Dr. Leo Groh. It's a healthy bee podiatry. It probably sounds like right? Right? Paulina?
Yep.
Paulina's not answering. She's just staring there. What's going on? How's my mustache look? Does it look okay?
It looks great.
Nice and groomed? Cool. Are my teeth okay?
Yep, nice and white.
Okay, here we go. Guess what we have? Ingrown nail. Unbelievable. So, I'm sure you guys have never seen an ingrown nail before, but the cool part about this is that he had it on the other foot, and he thought he might have an ingrown nail, but I don't know. Can you feel everything okay in your foot normally? You have pretty good feeling in your feet normally?
Some.
Okay.
Some, but
Because for as bad as this is ingrown, he should have been having a little bit more pain than he was telling me. So when I looked at it, I said, yeah, this is definitely an ingrown nail. It's going to be a problem like the other foot. And, we have a Band-Aid on this, so you can't see it. But he had the same problem in his hair 2 weeks after having the other one done. And I'm going to show you something on this one here. This is the side that he was wondering about, and it's pretty obvious it's growing in. You can see that it digs down into the skin here. And you can see where it's already callousing up on the skin. So that's pretty obvious. But this side was the question too. What do you do about this side? And I told him, since we numb the whole toe, take both sides off. It's just going to be a narrower toe at the end. But in the long run, he won't have to deal with the problem and have it numbed up again. So we're going to do both sides. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. Alright. So we're going to free this up here. Any pain?
not yet.
Okay. So we have a lot of people that watch these videos. They tell me that I talk too much on the video. But now they won't have to hear me talk as much. Okay, we're going to free this side up. No pain, right?
No.
Okay. So what we're doing, we're going to do like pretty much the minimum kind, but yeah, this side's growing in pretty badly too. I'm underneath there, and it's pretty tight in there too. So this side's an issue too. Okay, let's cut this out here. This is the side that he wasn't sure of, and this is the side that I still think is pretty bad too. We're going to go back under the eponychium. Did you understand that word, eponychium? It's very hard to articulate with a mask on, but I'm going to try my best. And we're going to go under the eponychium here. Now on this one, what I'm doing is following the contour of the toe right where it takes a 90-degree turn. And that's right here. And you got a pretty thick toenail there, which is good. Nice and healthy. Let's see how much that's digging in right there. That's a good job. This one's going to be a good piece here. This is kind of like fishing and getting the big one. Or about to get the big one. I see the big one right in sight. I feel like this is going to be a huge chunk right here. And we're going to find out. So I'm clamping onto it. Okay? And you can see that, Paulina? See I'm clamped on? And then you can see how bad that is when I'm this way. So I'm going to twist it and pull it. And I'm going slow. I mean, yes, it's a little bit dramatic, but really, it comes out in one chunk. There we go. Wow.
That was big.
Unreal. Even Paulina said that was big. If Paulina says it's big, it's big. Look at that thing. It's getting bigger as I get closer to the camera, too. Look at that. Do you see how big that is?
Mm-hmm.
It's a triangle. It's an isosceles triangle. Do we already remember what an isosceles triangle is? I just wanted to see if I could say the word isosceles with the mask on. I guess I can. Look at this. This is all of the callus that has formed. Check this out. This was that bad callus that I was pointing to at the beginning. Remember the area I pointed to? Right here. This is all the callus tissue. And the reason I'm pulling is I'm trying to have it take this path of resistance here to get this dead skin I know doesn't belong here. So it's all going to come with it because he's really not supposed to have that. And this is all nice and flat now right here. But look at that. That whole chunk. That's like another nail. It's almost like a double nail, but that's all callus tissue. Very impressive. Okay, so we got that side out. That's how big that side was. I think this was worse than the other one. So, all right. So, are we getting too excited about these ingrown nails?
No.
It's pretty cool for us to see too, even from our standpoint. As many of these that I do, it's still very exciting to get these big chunks of nail out for people. All right, whoop, hold on here. I want to get this clamped the right way. So what I do is, here we go. I need to get it at an angle. I'm going down at an angle so I get it under that epinecium. And I feel it coming. Let's get this. There we go. Nice and slow here. I'm going to slowly pull this out. Oh yeah, another huge chunk there. And see right here at the end? That's the part that was digging in right there. Should we put it back in?
No.
You don't want me to put it back? Okay. So we're going to take that out and let's clean this up now. Let's see what we got here. I mean, that's amazing too. That piece that came out was pretty amazing. And if you look, it almost looks like nothing came out. I mean, look at how close that is there. So the side that we thought, is it really ingrown? It really was. It was pretty bad. So now I'm going to clean this stuff. There's a lot of tissue in here too. And this is all callus tissue too, that where it's been digging in. This has actually been really bad. He just didn't feel it. And that's part of the problem. I'm going to use my tissue nipper here. What do you think from your standpoint, Paulina? What's that look like? It's pretty
Aesthetically,
deep.
it looks good.
Yeah, but
Doesn't
deep
look
though,
bad.
huh?
Yeah, very deep.
Yeah. All right, let's clean this out. Towards the back here. And for all my OCD audience, we're going to make this nice and clean and get all this dirty tissue out. So he's starting to bleed a little. I want to get the chemical in there before he starts bleeding more. That way, it will cauterize it. I'm going to do this side first. So what I'm trying to do is get this so it takes here on the side just a little more blood, but it's dry enough that this will kill the nail matrix right here. And I'm making sure that I go down. Really, I want to go all the way down as deep as I can get it here on the side, because that's where the regrowth, I can't even speak right. It's hard with this mask on. This mask tastes like chicken. That's weird. So I'm starting to wonder if these masks are worthwhile or not. If they're more of a hindrance than anything. Now, have you been wearing a mask? I don't know. I don't know. You're pretty much in the wide open, right?
Yeah, I do when I go in stores.
Yeah, okay, yeah. The stores I worry about.
I do it more for the other people.
Yep, because everyone's freaking out now.
Yeah.
Now I think they're mask shaming. Is that a term yet?
No, that's it. I'm
And
sure it will be.
Can I coin that phrase? It's called mask shaming. So if you don't have a mask on, they shame you for not wearing the mask. And they look at you and give you dirty looks, like, why don't you have a mask on?
Oh,
That's going to be the new thing, yeah.
But,
Mask shaming. But it is a good idea because for the safety of everyone else, because you just don't know who has it. And I don't know, when I go to the grocery store and I see people touching everything and walking around, and I think that's probably the worst. Probably the worst situation or easiest situation where the virus can spread. Because there's too many things being touched. And then the one that I always wonder about is like the produce.
Yeah.
You
No,
know, everyone touching that produce. What do you do about that? I mean,
I can't take anything that I buy into the house. It has to go out in the garage, and my wife has a whole procedure.
oh, she does. So
Yeah.
she's doing the whole thing, yeah.
Yeah, she uses alcohol spray, vinegar, and then washes everything.
What
It
about
doesn't matter if it's even the mail coming in.
really?
She she sanitizes everything.
Wow.
And the produce, after all that, it goes into like a laundry sink, and she sprays it all down with I know vinegar and other things.
So she's doing the same thing too. What about the mailman?
Yeah, the mail.
He's touching
Even-
everything.
Even what's inside the envelope. I mean, she destroys the envelope. It doesn't even make it in the house, but the mail sits out there, I think, for 1 or 2 days
Yeah.
before we can read it or touch it. And
Yeah. It's crazy.
I guess I could use that as an excuse if I mail my payment in late, saying that
Yeah.
I was in the process of being sanitized.
You know, it's like sanitize everything. It's just changing the way we do everything. I might have to use Lysol for deodorant. Maybe that'll be the next thing.
Not a bad idea.
I wonder if it would work. Probably. All right. So this is vinegar and water. We're cleaning this off. This looks nice and clean. Ingrown nails gone at this point. Let me go ahead and put some baby oil in here. Oh, yeah. We're dripping all over. I'm gonna leave you a mess, Paulina.
That's okay.
I think these are more fun without a mask. It's harder to talk. You know? But it's safer. Okay, let's cover this up here. Let me get my dressing. Let's do a couple of these guys. I'm gonna put a bigger, bulkier dressing here because now I'm gonna just show you something here. He's already bleeding, but some people, if their blood pressure is higher, or if they're heavier, or if they're taller, yep, they can get backup of bleeding from the pressure on the venous system, on the veins, and they'll bleed more. But now that I took it off, he's okay, but it's probably going to start bleeding a little bit here. It's not too bad, actually, which is good. Okay, so we're going to cover, it's bleeding now. I'm going to cover this up. We're going to put a nice, big, bulky dressing. So he's going to, you know what? I just touched hold on here. Where did you have the,
So wait, I had a
Oh,
little
yeah,
on the
yeah.
side for you.
you know what? Let me put this on here. Since you have it here. Let me see. I might as well use it, right? Oh, it's bleeding pretty bad. Let's see. Like they say in England, it's a bloody mess. It's a bloody mess. Okay. Now let's cover it up. Do here, over this way. Okay, let's use this one. Now you're able to see the bleeding. This is one of those that's a mess here. Clean this guy up. Let's wash between these toes. We got blood all over, huh? Okay, it's better. We have a lot of OCD people that watch these things. They love it when everything is all cleaned up at the end. They hate to see like messy toes and all the other guilt that goes along with this. So this actually looks good now. So this, what's that?
For the layman, what is OCD?
Oh, obsessive compulsive disorder, where they want everything meticulously cleaned and neat. So when you watch these, when you look at it up close and it's a mess, people with OCD look at it like it's an unfinished situation.
Yeah.
Like, why did you leave the blood on it? Why is it a mess like this? This looks clean, this looks finished. So all the OCD people, you will be happy. If you're not, too bad. Go watch another channel. I'm just kidding around. This is nice and clean. This is a big bulky dressing compared to normal. The reason being, because of his size, when he walks around, he may bleed a little bit more than normal. I'm not sure if that one, did this one bleed a lot?
No.
Okay. This one might bleed a little bit more. This one was getting a little bit more bleeding. We also had a little bit deeper one there too. So watch this when you get home. Make sure that it doesn't bleed through. If you see any bleeding through, you can reinforce the bandage. Do you have gauze at home? Do you have any gauze at home?
I'm not sure.
I'm going to give you some gauze to take with you just in case you have to reinforce it. And then just put some extra dressing on there. It's some extra gauze on there and just wrap a little bit of this tape on there, okay?
Okay.
If you need to. Most likely it's going to heal fine. The chemical will take. It's just a little bit more messy than normal because you've seen other videos of mine in the past and it's nice and clean. But regardless, he's going to be great. He had huge chunks of nail that were removed. And when he comes back in a couple weeks, we'll be able to clean it up and see what the result is. And hopefully we can show you a follow-up video. And I can get this mask off so I can actually talk normal. And I hope all of you are safe. And I hope you guys do not get sick with this virus. Be safe, be well. We'll see you for the next video. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the little button that says